And since magic is gone, he can't criticize my terrible needlework again. I feel like the glue on those. All right, hold on. Let me just reach around and go grab. There we go. Because my stream is nothing if not a series of poor mistakes taped together by the fact that I am an idiot. I see your butt. Yeah, we'll take a screenshot. I'm sure it'll last longer. Don't actually take a screenshot of my ass. Let me pan the camera down so you might actually be able to see what I'm doing. Basically, it's just a simple loop stitch type deal. I've been working on this thing for months, and now I need to get it done by Saturday. Which, no stream on Saturday, by the way. I'm going to be busy. Being out of the house all day. So, yeah, today's what? Thursday? We start Psychonauts 2 tomorrow, and then I guess we continue it on Monday. Alright, see you later. And for those of you wondering, this is the new album by a band from Denmark called Witchcross. Its name is Angel of Death, and good luck finding it on streaming, because for some reason, these boomers only released it on physical media. I don't know why. I had to wait months just to find a fucking vinyl rip. I should have just asked Blaine to see if he, but I don't think High Roller does. Oh well. Funny thing is, if I'd actually managed to import the vinyl for under $50, because Christ, that label's expensive, I could have ripped it myself and been the reason people were able to actually listen to the thing. Oh yeah, for those of you wondering, this is a band from Texas called Hellstar. They're an old power metal band from the 80s. Easily one of the best bands to ever come out of that. Probably the first major one, too, before Pantera came along and... Well, the less said about what the fuck happened to Pantera after they got popular, the better, in my opinion. Oh well. Good shit. I'm actually seeing them play the album that this patch is a cover up. That's the art is from. In full next year, which is going to be fun. That is assuming COVID isn't a thing anymore in 8 months. 7. I still need to get my plane tickets, actually. Oh well. Thankfully, the rest of that trip is sorted out, so all that's stopping me. And then once there, I'll be in Texas, getting to enjoy some barbecue, and then I need to find somewhere to shoot some fun guns. Responsibly and legally, Mr. ATF Fed, that's always fucking spying on me. You know who you are. Steve. God. I am probably on like 8 different government watch lists. Oh well. Not like I ever plan to do anything violent, so they're just gonna get really bored watching me. Yeah, Crooks, that's the thing, though. I live in Florida, so I don't know if you've been following how we've been handling it, but it's been kind of a shit show around here. Oh well, like I said, this is in next April, so it'll possibly have gotten better by then, I hope. And again, I also have plans to try to travel for some shows next month and in early November, but those are still up in the air, so we'll see. And for those of you wondering what kind of string I'm using, I'm not. It's dental floss. Surprisingly durable. You can buy like 200 feet for $5 on Amazon. And it's less likely to tear. Well, so far, for a first listen, this album's kind of underwhelming. Which is sad, because I remember the single, which is like 3 tracks from now, being pretty good. Oh well. I'll give any album its due once. Come on, you fucking... There we go. Through. So what are you guys up to today? Are y'all just sitting around bored like I am? I'm about halfway done with this. The funny thing when I'm doing patches like this is you can tell where I start and where I'm finished. Because as you go along the bottom, the loops are a lot closer together, and then as I work around further... Oh, which band? I mean, considering what the fuck got leaked from their keyboard players' DMs, I'm not surprised. Or was that just the Gloryhammer group chat? I forget. Because I know what probably caused that breakup. I remember when that news broke, and I was very confused. Also, just go yell at your cousin to get his haircut faster. Or her. Honestly, Gloryhammer was a band that never clicked with me. I mean, money related is always the reason they go with. Doesn't make it always true. But what can you do? Yeah, like, normally I like the really ridiculous, over-the-top kind of power metal. Like, one of my favorite albums the last 20 years was the Twilight Force video. But Gloryhammer just never did anything for me. Not sure why. Oh well. Then again, I'm working right next to a fucking Man-O-War thing, so what does that say about my shitty taste? Corwin asks, it was a knockoff shirt I bought on Etsy for $10. Yeah, I still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more patches after this one to sew. That should take us a decent while. Yep. You should see my old vest. At least this one's themed of a bunch of underground 80s metal bands and then also Man-O-War. As well as new bands that play in that style. My old vest, let's see, just going across one row of 6 patches, we got Metallica, next to Sabaton, next to Bathory, next to Venom, next to The Clash, next to Orphan Black. I have very weird taste. Then below that, we got Cirith Ungol next to Repulsion, Black Sabbath, Slayer, Wasp, and Overkill. But I think it comes together. Problem is, I have about a pound of string and dental floss in it. Patches? I mean, I could. I think I do want to do a third jacket at some point, but not anytime soon. Because I genuinely just enjoy the process. But the problem is, I'm a cheap bastard who doesn't want to invest in a sewing machine, so I can't make a business out of it. Bartbot's broken, gentlemen. Speaking of that, actually reminds me I gotta check something real fast. Hold on. Yes, I am looking at looking for new patch. Son of a bitch, is that an official one? Motherfucker. If I'd known they were gonna do that, I would have bought that from them instead of some guy on eBay. Later, Krugs. Yeah, none of these are thing though, so Shadow Dragon, I don't think I can fart on command. I mean, I can try, but I feel like if I do, I'd need to change my pants. Which would be funny, bear in mind. It'd be very funny. But I don't want to poop myself on stream. I nearly had that happen once. It was... Where's the dedication? Whoever said I was dedicated. That was your first mistake. Your second was assuming I had conviction to back it up. Oh well. How much I can do about that now? That's to just nip that particular one in the bud. Ah, fuck me. Did anyone see where I threw those scissors earlier? I'm gonna need those when I'm done. I just realized that. Oh yeah, when I'm done with this patch, I'll show you guys the new chair that I got. Because the chair saga might have finally come to a close yesterday after stream. And I couldn't be fucking happier. Oh well. The fact that I have to call it a chair saga at this point is just depressing. But having gone through 3 chairs in the span of 2 months, I don't know what else to call it. Snake? I mean, I wouldn't call it a wasting of money, because between the 3 chairs, I only spent 25 bucks. Both? Both. Both is good. The old chair is currently stashed in my bathroom until Wednesday, when I can throw it out with the rest of the junk. Oh, maybe if I finish these patches early, I'll dismantle the chair for a laugh. And before anyone asks why it's in my bathroom, that was the only spot in my room I had that was space. Oh. I do like how I can look at this vest and my old vest from like a year that I made last year, 2019, like a several month project, and I can just tell by looking at how much my sewing has improved between the two. I think the problem I have with sewing patches is that I typically find it incredibly dull, and so I don't really like doing it if I don't have to, but if I do it on stream, I tend to get more done because I actually have a reason to be wasting time doing it. Oh, that could be a fun gimmick for this channel. Sewing other people's vests. Probably not. Oh yeah, I did finish Kingdom Hearts, by the way. And then the game crashed as the credits rolled, so I couldn't even get the post-battle save. But I did do it, don't worry. You can go back and check the VOD. And if I don't have this done by Saturday, I've got 2 more concerts lined up next week I could have it done by. Alright, this patch is almost done. Alright, last loop, and then we can tie off. Now the part of the sewing, the worst at by far, but not at the end. See, this was the single I was talking about earlier for this album that I thought was really good. Alright. Guess I can just use it. Got it. And there we go. If you want recommendations for Hellstar, I'd recommend their 80s output. Pretty much front to back classics. With my favorites being their debut from 83, Burning Star, and their 89 album Nosferatu. As well as their 2016 album Vampiro, which was a great return to form. Like, those are some of the best power metal albums to ever come out of Texas, if not the best. Who's next? Do we want Conan the Barbarian, or do we want some crazy Japanese dude? First one in the chat gets to pick which one I sew next. There we go. Because it's either this one or this one, the red one. Black or I have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. Or this one. Put this game. Let's just go with Crom. It'll take less time. Alrighty. This off. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I didn't realize Streamlabs was broken in. The Japanese dude, it is. Funny thing about this band, which is Metal Lucifer, who... You know what? I'll put them on while we do this, because they're one of my favorite bands of all time. They actually just announced a new album the other day. Like, less than a week ago, and I'm super excited for them to not tour America in support of it. Like, their last North American tour had 3 dates. LA, New York, and Toronto. That's it. This Heavy Metal Bulldozer. We'll go with Heavy Metal Bulldozer, the album. I finished Kingdom Hearts. Also, Fartbot is broken. See, about that, the best part was you missed how the game crashed in the end credits. Meaning I didn't even get my save. But I'm not going back for that shit. That should be more than enough. The best part about the sleazy Japanese dude on this patch, he's not even in the band. He's their mascot, who's just a friend of the band, who's a huge metal collector in Japan. They also bring him out for shows, though. Welcome to Disney, Edgy Mickey. Yeah, he's the fellow by the name of Neil Tanaka, the heavy metal hunter. God, just fucking... No, the best mascot is the band singer Gezel, Lucifer. In his other band, Sabat, he just runs around on stage in nothing but a studded leather thong, with his balls hanging out. Basically, every picture of him you'll find, his testicles are at least partially exposed. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, you'd think it'd be a gimmick that gets old fast, but he's been doing it since 1983. Nearly 40 fucking... Christ, about are nearly years old. Plus, it helps that they're one of the best bands to ever come out of Japan, regardless of genres. Gets a pass on it. Also, I just want to run down the song. I just want to run down this track list for this album so you guys can see what these guys go through. The track list is Heavy Metal Bulldozer, Heavy Metal Iron Fist, Heavy Metal Ambition, Heavy Metal Highway Rider, Heavy Metal Wings of Steel, Forge the Axe, Heavy Metal Battle Axe, Heavy Metal Warrior, and then Heavy Metal Drill. God bless these Japanese weirdos. I would love to see them live one day. But I doubt they'll ever tour. Like, if they do another really limited American tour, I will fucking pony up the cash and I will fly out for that shit if need be. Because there is no way they'd play Florida. Ah, I see them. Well, let me see if I can find some live footage from when these guys were touring Europe in support of this album. Because I know the DVD was on YouTube a while back. Here it is. Oh, fuck off. There we go. Frankly, if it weren't for the language barrier, I'd like to just sit down and have a talk with the singer. He seems cool. But I don't speak Moonrune, and if his music is anything to go by, he don't speak English. So that's never gonna happen. I don't know why wacky Japanese bullshit is one of the running themes here, but I'm happy for it. Ow. I actually kind of prefer the live version of this song from the video I linked. He goes full goblin and it's great. Damn it. This string keeps getting stuck on fucking everything it... Ow. I just stabbed myself with the stomach. Damn it. I need to get better at sewing, or at least more efficient. That was my fingertip. Ow. Hold on. There we go. What? Oh, god damn it! It formed a knot. Motherfucker. Yep. Thankfully, it's just one of those little knots you can pull through and it just comes undone. Okay, we're almost done with the first side. I like how for some reason there's a little gap in the armrest here because part of it's adjustable and part of it's not. The string somehow keeps finding its way right into that gap. I don't know why. Go. That's... The magic sound that smashed my eardrum is my favorite. God bless these vocals. And God bless non-English speakers who sing in English. They have the best language. They have the best lyrics. I don't mean the ones from like Germany or fucking Sweden where they know how to speak English fluently. I'm talking about the ones from places where they don't. That's when it gets real fucking wacky. Like, you ever heard someone from South America try to sing in English? Oh boy! That's when it gets real fun. East Asian bands like this are another great example. Italy, Spain, not Portugal for some reason. Thankfully, this next side doesn't have as much fabric glue on it, so I'm able to go through it fairly quickly. God, I don't like how leaning back in my chair like this brings out the double chin. Hold on. If you guys want to buy these dudes' music, here's the best official place to do it. They're one of my favorite bands of all time, and the cover of Heavy Metal Drill is a master. Can't convince me otherwise. Like the pitchfork. Nope. So once I finish this one, I think I will do the Conan one. Then I've got 2 more on the front, and I might be able to freehand in one last patch, but I doubt it. Because the way I do it is, a lot of people recommend using, like, safety pins or something. I don't. I use fabric glue, which... back there on my dresser. You can't see it. See, the problem I'm gonna have with this vest is that this is a fat people-sized vest, and I've lost about 25 pounds. So it's gonna fucking dwarf me. Oh well. Pete's fixing up the old beat to shit one. I mean, yeah, there's like 4 different hidden pockets on this thing. The problem is, the venue that I'm going to, I know their security pretty well, because I've been there plenty of times. They go through metal detectors and shit, so... and they do pat you down. Oh well. It's not like I drink alcohol, so I won't be paying 20 bucks for a shitty bottle of Bud Light there. I only drink the finest lead-based whiskey, my friend. Shit. It came untied from the needle. Hold on. Yep. Well, that and ketamine-based vodka, but I'm not Russian, so I literally would die if I tried. Alright, that's side 2 done. The funny thing is, this thing has enough metal in it between the buttons and the pins that it probably would trip a metal detector. You are correct that it's not a metal, but it is certainly the most metal of drinks. Because, holy fuck, ketamine fucks you up! And I want to keep my feet up on the desk, but at the same time, I really don't want to show toes on Twitch. Don't! No, wait, I'm not thinking of ketamine. I'm thinking of crocodile. Crocodile's the one that rots your flesh. Don't, literally, do not Google it if you cannot handle that. The statement, it rots your flesh, because I'm not being hyperbolic in the slightest. It's the one drug capable of fucking up the Russians. God, this band is so fucking... And the best part is they're basically just an 80s worship band. The next side being done. Oh, good. I thought I ripped off this. Hold on, I need to... Okay, yeah. And I'm not looking forward to Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I'm gonna be honest. Especially since that becomes a card battle game, and if any of you were around for when I was playing Library Ruina a few months back, you know how well those tend to work out for me. God, the fucking cartoon falling sound. Ow, sorry. Didn't mean to hit the map. Like. Yeah, the difference between this and the live version is I'm actually able to understand the fucking lyrics. Okay. Alright, just have to double check something. Yeah, that's the problem. But these are definitely one of those bands that delivers live way better than they ever do on the album. Like, I linked their live DVD a little while ago along with their Bandcamp. That shit's fucking nuts. And that's side 3 of the patch done as well. Also, because he's saying, oh wait, I can't even do the fucking... I don't think any of you hail and kill, but whatever. Just know that it's a, we're almost done with this one. Great. A few more loops and we're done with this. That didn't work. Right. That's another patch done. Not bad. Also, fun fact, this patch is incredibly rare because they don't go by this name anymore. So yeah, that's a bit of a collector's item. Also have most of the material they released under their original name, but not all of it. I missed out on one single they did, and now it goes for like $70. Secondhand, so I don't want to go for it. I'm just reattaching a pin. So now do we want Conan, do we want Vikings, or do we want the French? Because I've got 3 fantasy-themed patches left, and I'm not sure which one I want to do. I just need to get this leftover spring off. You know, since it'll be the least annoying to sew, we'll go with Conan. So, put on album. Actually, you know what? There's only one song on this album left. I'm gonna let it play, and then I'll queue up the next guy's album because it's fairly short anyway. Or not. 3:36 minutes long, I guess. Oh, that's why. One of the songs is 7.5 minutes. That'll do it. Yeah, y'all ain't ready for the next album. I can tell you that right now. It is one of the most wild fucking things I have ever goddamn heard, and I love every name. All 7 of them. So this next one's a bit awkward because it's not a rectangle. Basically, it's just a picture and then you got the outline going all around it. So it's So you're gonna. So I need a bit more string than you'd think. Hold on. Sorry, the thing is being a bit weird. There we go. Alright. Off. I have no idea where to start with this goddamn patch, so we're just gonna make it up as we go along. Good. Come on. Grabbing onto the string and pulling that down. There we go. Go. Let's make it big. I need a longer boom arm for this thing. Yeah, the patch I'm sawing now, I've got the album this this picture is from coming up next. What the fuck? Ah, I put it in the wrong. Hold on. Y'all ain't ready for this. I just want you to know that. Yeah, that's right. It starts with a sample from the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack. Good shit. Of course, by sample, I mean it's just straight up one of the songs. Alright. Sorry, I felt a bit of slack. I was working it out of the string. And here's where the shoe drops.
We are all here in the worship of metal. Are you into heavy metal?
God, I haven't listened to this album in almost 2 years. Literally 2 years. It'd be 2 years a week from today. So this is a genre called grindcore. Oh, he was incredibly drunk. A band like Crom does not perform sober. I mean, for Christ's sakes, this album is literally called The Cocaine Wars.
I am evil. You're sluts.
So this is grindcore. Grindcore is basically the bastard child of hardcore punk rock and death metal. It's fucking great. The problem is, most songs are under 30 seconds long. I like the genre, but it's, yeah, not everybody does. And even though it's a genre I don't hit all that often. There we go. What's funny is this is a genre known for cheap and shitty production, but these drums actually sound better than most shit you hear nowadays.
Do you not wish to warm yourself by my fire?
The funny thing is, there's actually a story out there of when they were playing a bar out in LA, and I think, fuck, it was some actress. I want to say Gwyneth Paltrow fucking wandered into the bar and had no idea what the fuck was going on. Yep. I gotta have this finished by Saturday, so I gotta do as much as I can now. Just ignore the sound of two people fucking. That's part of this album. I can't get rid of that. This is a genre people unironically listen to and enjoy. But the thing is, even in grindcore, I've never heard a band like Crom. In fact, the closest comparison I can think of is a band called Gates of Slumber, who sound absolutely nothing the fuck like this. Okay, maybe this part. Alright, yeah, this joke's starting to wear a bit thin on me. Like, I do genuinely love this album, but there's a reason I haven't listened to it. It's very much an album in an entire genre. But hey, in the span of about, what, 8 minutes, we made it to track 8? Oh, 10 minutes even. Okay. Hold on. Let me put on something that's actually good. This is Crimson Glory. They are a band from, I want to say, Sarasota, Florida, and one of the greatest bands of all time. They somehow managed to release 2 perfect albums back to back. Literally, the biggest complaint about this album I have is that one of the best songs on it is typically left off because it's a fucking CD bonus track. That's how fucking good this album is. There. Man, I wish I had a thimble, but I have no idea where it is. I haven't seen it in fucking over a year. There. Also, this band's singer, Midnight, would appear on stage in a Phantom of the Opera mask, except made of metal. Not sure why, but it looked cool. Come on. Nope. Oop. All tangled around the microphone. That's new. Please, stop getting tangled around my new chair. You know, I just realized I still haven't shown the chair off yet. When I'm done with this patch, someone remind me and I'll do it. Yes, I know the string is on my head. Don't worry, I'm working on it. Ow, my neck. Yes. Hold on. You know, I might just make another sewing stream out of this tomorrow and then just start Psychonauts 2 next week. Because I still do have more work to do. We'll see. Because I think I still have 6 or so more patches back there. Plus I need to sew on a shirt. Because I still have this entire front side to fill in. Thankfully, that's the last part. Besides that, it's basically just playing Jigsaw with the rest of these fucking patches. Woo! Also, top to bottom, Ashbury, hard rock band from Arizona, one of my favorite bands of all time. Their debut, Endless Skies, that's one Desert Island album. Universe, heavy metal from Sweden, 1985. Debut album's a masterpiece. They recently reformed a few years back under the name Universe Infinite, and they put out a new album. It's pretty good. The Demon, the oldest American metal band. Post Black Sabbath. Technically, it's a long story. The band's gone by like 5 names. That was one of the older names. It was just a patch that came with a compilation of their earliest material I bought. Oh, God damn it, it formed a loop again. Hold on. That's why it's... There we go. What else can you see? Gold, a Russian band of all things. Their debut album is one of the greatest albums of all time. And then they broke up because their singer died in a train accident because this was 1990s Russia. They didn't do anything in half measures. What else can you see? Keep It True. This is a German metal festival I want to go to one day. Bathory. If you've seen that big-ass blue flag behind me in the fan, that's this. Solstice. English metal band. Very good. Singer's kind of a nut job, and his social media feed is boomer as fuck, though. Twisted Tower Dire. They're an American power metal band out of Virginia. They had a bit of a rough start in the late 90s due to connections to one of the most notorious Nazi bands of all time, but they have since distanced themselves and denounced them. Original singer Tony Taylor wrapped himself around a tree on his motorcycle back in 2010, I want to say. Sorry, my balls in. I forget when he died. It was sad. Alright, I think we're about halfway done with this one. It's really hard to tell. Once I get around this axe at the top here, I should be about halfway done. On 1 second. I like how I'm not even taking part in a conversation and I'm still trolling one of them. I'm good. Oh well. Through. Yeah, I think I am gonna do the sewing tomorrow and just start Psychonauts on Monday. Hold on, strings tangled. Give me just a second. There we go. All right. It got tangled again. I mean, oh. Go. We'll probably get into their second album by the time we finish this patch, which is fine by me. It's not quite as good as this debut, but it's still fucking amazing. Actually, will we? I think we're on track 6. Oh wow, never mind. No, we won't. Forgot this album was front-loaded with all their longest songs. Here's an oddly prophetic song from a bunch of Floridians. It's about a spaceship crash. Oh yeah, this is Midas. They are an up-and-coming rock band out of either Detroit or Chicago. I forgot which. I want to say Chicago. Good shit. They got a couple demos to their name, not much else. But, I liked it enough to buy the compilation. It's somewhere in here. I think the funniest thing about this jacket is the main back patch is a band by the name of Cirith Ungol. Yes, I know their name is mispronounced, Tolkien fans. Please put your pitchforks down. That blame them, not me. They've got 2 American shows on the docket, and I got plans to attend both. One in November, up in Atlanta, and the other in April next year, or in Houston. Ironically enough, the only other band on that former docket I will also be seeing headline in Houston next day. Funny that. But that is mostly just a coincidence that they're both playing the same festival. Oh, damn, huh. Fuck that guy. We're almost done with this one. We just got to get along the bottom, which shouldn't take me too long. Or right. One more, and we're done. There we go. Armhole. Tie off. I do not remember this part of this song. What the fuck is... whatever. I, for some reason, forgot that song had a bit of a spoken intro. Huh, weird. We're almost done with this. Let me just do one last tie off. Also, Bob, you make that joke when I was streaming Vampire the Masquerade, The title was literally a reference to that song, very song. So, checkmate, Ibob. Checkmate. This is- God, I can't wait for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 to come out. It's probably gonna suck, considering how many times they've had to delay it. Alright, we got 2 more and then we're done for the day. We got France, and we got Sweden. I'll let you guys pick which one is next. But I gotta pee, so hold on. Hold on. Sorry, this was weird. It was slightly forward. Oh yeah, this is the new chair. It's a fat people chair because the guy who owned it before me was about 400 fucking pounds. So if it could fit him, not break, I think I'm set. And then watch it just spontaneously combust one day. And then, sadness. But at least I only paid 25 bucks for it, so whatever. Alright. So Sweden or France? Sweden or France? I say France. And now, I had to queue up 2 releases from these guys because their best release is a 25-minute EP, and I know for a fact we're not going to be done, so we're going to go into their debut album afterwards. This is Sortilege, an early French metal pioneer, and to this day, the best band to ever come out of that fucking country. Which is saying a lot, considering that French heavy metal from the 80s was actually a pretty badass scene with a lot of great bands. They weren't the first French metal band. That'd probably be, I don't know, Trust. But the only reason people remember Trust is because Anthrax covered one of their songs. These guys get remembered for their actual music. Hold on. Second. There we go. Now the problem with these 2 patches is that, I don't know if you can see it, there's an inside pocket I'm going to be sewing through. So I have to be very careful to not accidentally sew this pocket shut. And not. Gonna have to angle this camera down some more. Well, so much for that plan. This is as far down as it's gonna go. Funnily enough, these guys just released quote-unquote new material earlier this month. It was a bunch of re-recordings of their classic output, and 2 new songs that were incredibly mediocre because their singer's on a power trip and fired the rest of the classic band. Yes, I am somewhat bitter. Thankfully, the re-recordings weren't bad, just incredibly mediocre. Also, this band right here is called Brocus Helm, the shirt I'm sewing on top of. If any of you played Brutal Legend, you might know their song Cry the Banshee. It's what plays when you fight the giant robot spider. Or early on in the game. God, that was a weird experience replaying that game and remembering Brocus Helm were in it. Yeah, that one game, despite not realizing it when I first played it all those years ago, basically introduced me to all my favorite bands. And with like 2 exceptions. Hey, Mr. T, what's up, dude? I finished the game a bit early, so I'm just working on my battle vest because I'm seeing Priest this weekend, so I kind of need to get it done. Let me move the mic so you can actually see what I'm working on. Yeah, this is an old French band named Sortilege. They were Chuck Schuldinger's favorite band, so you're probably the only person here who knows what that phrase means, but yeah, they're pretty important because of that fact alone. And for those of you who don't know who Chuck Schuldiner is, he's basically the father of death metal. Full stop. Or at the very least, the Floridian brand. Death metal kind of predated his band, but his band is the one that actually made it a thing. Funnily enough, the other most important band for Chuck Schuldiner was Nasty Savage, who I also have on this side, because they were the first band in Florida to play that fast, loud, and heavy. If you want my advice, use dental floss instead of string. It tends to hold stronger. Just don't get caught in the rain with it. Damn, I do not know how this dude was able to scream like this. It's back in the day. That shit's insane. Also, these guys have a band camp, so if you want to support them, I would highly recommend it. Let me pull it up. I believe that was the link. There we go. Can't tell if the link went through because Streamlabs is kind of borked at the moment, so... Oh, hey, they have merch. Bunch of ones I don't care about. Damn, hoping they had brief issues. But yeah, for the mid-'80s in France, this music is so ahead of its time that it's not even funny. Nowadays, French metal is just characterized by pretentiousness, Nazis, And one band that, I mean, they're popular, I just don't care for them. Or Gojira. I'm sure they're great, but good lord, they do not click with me. Cool name, though. Oh, Mr. T, how's your sleep schedule been? And lately. Still ruined? There we go. Yeah, there's their Bandcamp. I recommend Bandcamp because they tend to give a better cut to their artists than the likes of iTunes. And you can also just directly buy merchandise from the band or their label there. Great one-stop shop. DJ Khaled once said, egg whites, chicken, sausage, water. They don't want you to eat. That's unfortunate. But 'tis the price of becoming a new father. Thankfully, you only have to deal with that for, what, a year? Exactly. God damn it, the string came off. Hold on. I mean, that's good at least. I've heard horror stories from new parents, so I'm glad that you have a system. Hold on just a second. Wanted to double check something real quick. Oh. I want a copy of this EP that I'm playing right now on vinyl, but the thing is, even the reissues and the original both go for almost $100. I'm kind of fucked. Come on, you piece of shit. Not going through, hold on. I mean, it's one of those, like, really it's considered one of the greatest EPs of all time, full stop. And the thing was, it only ever got reissued once a few years ago, and then it immediately sold out. So scalpers are out. Assholes like that. Oh well, I'll own it one day. The Merciful Fate EP. I wish my fucking that didn't get lost in the mail. Oh, that's... The joy of collecting underground records, gentlemen, is the joy of knowing that one day they're gonna put your kid through college, if you can ever sell them. I mean, Christ, this collection behind me is probably worth $1 grand. Oh, just and shit, and a lot of stuff that's not. And there's one item that's technically priceless. No one's been dumb enough to put one up on Discogs yet. I don't plan on being the first. Yes, TMF, I am still here. You asked that earlier. I'm basically just killing time working on this project right here that I've been putting off and that I need done by Saturday. How did you forget you asked? You asked like 3 minutes ago. Yeah, it sure got a lot more comfortable once I had it stop being sloped forward. Yeah, that someone else was me. I can't believe you confused me for a VTuber. Never before have I been so insulted by your account. You get more. No, I fucking wouldn't. That's the thing with Twitch. No one gives a shit. Unless you're one of the top 1%, you're not getting any views anyway. You know what the... You put it like this. I got 9 people watching me right now. I'm in the top 5% of people on this godforsaken website. That's how fucking bad this website is when it comes to viewers and how top heavy it is. Not even YouTube's that bad. Yeah, that's not... You can't call yourself indie if you make a living doing it, and with 50 people watching you on average, I can assure you, they can make a living doing it. I don't exactly... I've never really been in a position where I could sell out anyway. If I wanted to. Call yourself whatever you want. Besides, even if I did hate myself enough to actually try becoming a VTuber, you think I wouldn't sell out to fucking HoloLive or something? Are you kidding me? know. I'd sign on the dotted line before the fucking paper's on the table. That's good money. As in, good, I don't have to go back to actually working money. Say la vida, because that'll never happen. Actually, no, I wouldn't want to be owned by a corporation any longer than I'd have to, because that would cut into my profits. Frankly, the fewer money is between my payday, the better. Quite every job I've ever worked, I had them take taxes out of the paycheck before giving it to me. That was fun. But yeah, Twitch is incredibly top heavy when it comes to viewers. Pretty much everybody worth of note, because I want you to do me a favor. Go, when you get the chance, go look up a game like Fortnite and scroll all the way down and tell me how many people have 0 viewers, because I can assure you there's a lot of them. Alright, good. The bottom of this patch is done, which was the hard part. I had to weave it between another patch, so here this should go a lot easier. Christ, if I could have even one company sponsor for me, I fucking would. I mean, the fact I was even able to average 3 viewers without cheating fucking baffles me. But apparently people like my bullshit, so what do I know? I'm nothing if not known for my terrible taste in my own stuff. Also, fun fact about this band's 2 albums. They were actually recorded twice back in the 80s. Once in French, and once in English. Just so they could help break into England easier. It did not. Thanks, Boralis. Thanks. Oh well. I'm glad that my suffering brings you joy, my friend. Oh well. The main problem I have with Twitch is that it's almost impossible to get discovered on this site. Literally, you want to get big on Twitch, get big somewhere else, like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. Then spin that shit into Twitch. which is something I've been planning to do that I keep putting off because I'm fucking lazy and I need to actually knuckle down and start working. Don't fucking tempt me. If I have anything I can saw in half, it's a joke. To prove that this is a real saw. Don't try what I'm about to do at home, kids. I am a trained amateur. Come on. Never buy tools for free because you get coupons in the mail. Ta-da! Oh, that's not the only thing I got down there. Let's see. I have a shoe, a hammer, bag of screws, hooks and nails, a Warbringer flag, another hammer, a Funko Pop of Lemmy Kilmister. Don't know why that's in. A spare leg for my bed, a handsaw with no blade, another wrench, a couple of screwdrivers, screw heads, and a tiny pair of scissors. Hey, fuck off! This is the only one I ever bought. That secret, Mr. T? I keep my tool chest under my desk in case I ever need it, because I'm lazy to put it in the closet that is literally right next to me. The flag a little too far, I gotta bring that over here. You'd be surprised just how much mileage I get out of that fucking tool chest for jokes. Why is there a spoon under my bedside table? I'll throw it in the dishwasher. That's literally the only Funko Pop I've ever bought and will ever buy because Lemmy is my hero. And I found it at fair market value at a con. That's it. That's the only reason I bought it. And you can tell I'm not a collector because I took it out of the fucking box. Is there an Eddie the Head one? Wait, then where'd they come from? Okay, apparently there are Iron Maiden Funko Pops I might wind up buying. Just because I like Iron Maiden. Wow, that looks like shit. Never mind. When I say fair market value, I mean what they were going for online. Because he was like the one guy there actually charging what Amazon was. Ah. Yeah, that'd do it. I'm hungry. Oh well. Let's see, what other doodads and knickknacks? I got my DVD collection, my physical video game collection, my e-book collection, my Bible. By Bible, I mean my Filthy Frank lore book that I still can't believe Frank wrote an actual goddamn lore series. All sorts of novelty weird shit. Come on. Fucking needle. There we go. But yeah, fuck Funko Pops. Normally, they aren't very good. It feels incredibly cheap. Oh well, not my problem. Oh. Whenever it strikes my fancy, I collect patches as a hobby. One thing I seriously considered doing in my old house before we moved here, and I got all these goddamn posters, was just buying a blanket on Amazon and covering it in nothing but patches, and then just pinning that to my wall. Like a form of wallpaper. I like patches. Patches are cool. Yeah, but then I realized I had all these fucking posters, which... Hold on. Like, look at this shit. That's just one corner of my room. Also, I wasn't joking about the closet. Like, I got posters all over this bitch. Move the mic again, so I'm working on. I wish I had a more steady way to adjust my camera and move it around the frame, or move around the frame, but I don't. I mean, is it good quality leather? Because that might be why. I just get cheap denim vests off Amazon because I'm a fat guy, so I wouldn't be able to find them in Goodwill. Maybe just get a cheaper jacket or something. I don't really know what a cheaper leather jacket would be, but, like, price-wise. Oh yeah, fun fact about this Brocus Helm shirt. This might as well be a unique patch. It was a very limited run of shirts. Like there were only ever 50 made, and I was just barely fast enough to get one. Like there were 50 in the world. Now I'd be willing to bet it's down to like 47, 48. Because I'm sure one or two have been ruined. It was also the first shirt I ever cut the sleeves off of. And the sad thing is I still got 6 more fucking patches I gotta sew. Oh well. Like, let's see what I got in here. Sortilege, Chevalier, they are a up-and-coming Finnish power metal band. They're great. Heavy Load, the first Scandinavian metal band. Possibly. Definitely the first from Sweden. Nasty Savage, the birth of Florida thrash metal. Savage Grace, a fast-as-fuck speed metal band. Bunch of Manila Road Pins. Solicitor are a speed metal band out of the Pacific Northwest that are very good. Their album debut was one of the better albums of last year. Then I got, let's see, top to bottom, Polkolgep. They are a Hungarian metal band. Legend from New York. Oz, one of the oldest Finnish metal bands. And Jagdpanzer, American power metal bands. All great shit. And if I could make money talking and writing about heavy metal for a living and not be a fucking teacher, I would totally do that. Sadly, that's not an option for me, so c'est la vie. And I can't do it through YouTube because the stuff I know a lot about is the really obscure shit that no one fucking remembers. And you can't exactly clickbait. On YouTube, but I might be able to. I don't know. Also, the mascot of Sortilege looks like he's doing the Thriller dance. Except this actually predates Thriller by, I think, a year or two. When did Thriller come out? Did Thriller come out in '83? Thriller by Michael Jackson. '82. All right, yeah, then. I think this came out in '80. I'm wrong. See? Yeah, '83. Never mind. They put out their first... Actually, no. Their original demo had the exact same mascot on it, and that was for me. So maybe. Who knows? And Streamlabs locked up again. Damn it. Oh, no. Here's like... Come on. Come on, get through there. Almost got it. There we go. No, 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 no. Work through this big-ass fucking knot. So help me Christ. Nope, that tightens it. Alright, hold on. I know how to fix this. We're gonna need to untie it and pull it back through. Come on. Yeah, that's getting me nowhere. Fuck it, we'll just snip it off a bit early. Wrong way. Well, it's still knotted around itself, but it's not as bad, so I can work with this. Get that old string off. See, that's the problem with this. I double knot it to keep it from coming untied, and then when I need to untie it, I have to cut it. Okay, yeah, what's left of that little knot I can just pull through. I just put it back through the exact same hole. Whoops. Eh. Ow. I think I'm gonna end a bit early today when I finish this patch. I'm starting to get hungry. have I been working on this one? Damn, almost 40 minutes. Yeah, I'd have to cut and run early. I don't want to start and then half finish a patch. It would probably help if the string was actually on. But, oh well. A little too late for that. Ah, crap. I sewed through the pocket. Though I'm admittedly surprised it took this long. Hold on. There we go. At least I noticed early, so. Yeah, because I would very much prefer not to sew this pocket shut. I already sewed the chest pocket shut because it was too tight to get anything in there. I think there are people out there that cheat this fun and rewarding hobby by using a fucking sewing machine. Wish I had thought of that. Oh well. I mean, the reason it's fucking visible is because, again, I'm using dental floss. That shit sticks out. Plus, I'd sew over all of the pockets if I used a sewing machine, and I don't want to do that. Hold on. Just a second. Sorry about that. My phone was being stupid. Go. Well, I have to finish by the end of this song because after this song is the bonus recordings they include of the English versions of several of these tracks that aren't as good. Or I'll just jump back to the EP, I don't know. Don't feel like queuing up their next album. Yeah, dental floss. Hey, dental floss is A, stronger than string, and B, the wax actually gives it better traction than the string. Plus, I bought 600 feet of dental floss off Amazon for $5. So, yeah. Hell of a deal. It ain't stupid when it works. Especially compared to the string I used on my old one here. Half that string is broken, the other half is holding on for dear life. Alright, we're almost done. Thankfully, the next one won't be as long to sew, because instead of a rectangle, it's a dome, so it's only got 2 sides, opposed to 4. Hold on, it's... The funny thing is, of the 3 concerts I'm going to in the next week, very few of these people at any of them would be able to tell me who half these bands are. And only one of those venues, one of those concerts, would one of the bands be able to identify the bulk of the majority of them, and that's just because they play the same festivals that most of these bands do. The hard part's gonna be sewing it off, or tying this off. Oh, wait. God damn it. Can't undo it, but oh well. At least it's at the very end and on a side. There we go. And it's done. Now we just gotta tie it off. Let me flip this inside pocket out. The very last two loops got into the inside pocket, and I'm pissed, but with considering where it is on the vest, it's not gonna be a problem. There we go. As always, leave a bit of lead just so the nut doesn't completely come undone. And there we go. Hey. Extra off. Honestly, the worst part about holding it with my mouth is that now my mouth tastes like mint, and I hate the taste of fucking mint. Which, fuck you to whoever decided to make all adult dental shit taste like mint. You piece of garbage human. Mint is an awful flavor. But hey, the back is basically done. Front right is all but done. All that leaves is this side. And let's see how many patches whoop. I almost just stepped on a saw. God, I can hear my high school's woodshop teacher fucking screaming at me right now. And I didn't even have his class. Oh, God. The best Swedish band no one remembers. My favorite album ever. The Japanese Motley Crue. The band that literally invented an entire genre and don't get credit for it. And the most on-the-nose band name ever. Except they have the songwriting to back it up. Also, rest in peace, Mike Howe. Their singer committed suicide about a month ago. I think it was depression. I don't know. Sad story all around. But since I got a bit of time to kill, let's unboot this and show you what everything is. Got Pagan Altar, one of my favorite bands of all time. They're basically if Black Sabbath hung out in the woods and became druids. You got Angel Sword, my favorite modern band. They're out of Finland. They're pretty cool. I got most of their autographs back there somewhere. Warlord, they wrote my favorite release in all of music history, their Deliverus EP. Wolf, Edge of the World, one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. This is a bootleg patch. Please get back together for a reunion show. Just once, that's all I want. Dark Quarterer, Italian, prog, rock, heavy metal, pioneers from the late 70s. Eternal Champion, one of the best modern bands out of Texas. Virtue, my favorite band from England. Exciter, Canadian metal legends. Medieval Steel are an American rock band out of Memphis. Visigoth, Utah. Mormon power metal. Liege Lord are out of the Pacific Northwest. They're mostly known for their singer who went on to great acclaim in other bands. And by that I mean nowhere. Satan's Host, one of America's oldest metal bands. One of the first black metal bands. Lord Weird Slough Bay. They are an weird-ass California metal band. Heathen's Rage. New Jersey Barbarian Metal. Metal Lucifer, who I played earlier. Japanese Weirdos. B8. They are a metal band out of Argentina. They weren't the first, but they were the best. The other side. I already went through Scald, Bathory, Solstice, all of these guys. Titan Force, they are an American power metal band. Same singer as Satan's Host and Jack Panzer, who we'll get to. Vulture's Vengeance, a new and upcoming band out of Italy I'm super excited about. Winterhawk are the only other band on this side I haven't gone through yet. They are basically if Rush had never hired Neil Peart and kept John Rutsey on board as their singer, or as their drummer. Really hard rocking. Already went through the entire left side. Right side we have Aria, the biggest metal band out of Russia. Atlantean Codex, they're German. Possessed Steel, they're a band from Canada whose debut album was one of the better albums I heard last year. Vanilla Road, my favorite band. This is from a live album they did. That was a Record Store Day exclusive that I had to import from fucking Austria. Riot, my favorite active band because dead. And Idle Hands, goth rock out of Seattle. They are now go by Unto Others, and their new album drops in 2 weeks. Super excited for it. Oh yeah, Pins, Vanilla Road, and Exciter, both whom I already mentioned. And Possessed are the band that actually invented death metal, in my opinion. Though it's admittedly up for debate. They certainly invented the term, though. Alright. My voice is all but shot. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna call it here. Is there anyone online I can throw you at? Oh, Retro's playing DMC5. I'll throw you at him. There we go. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be finishing this off, and then on Monday, we're going to be starting Psychonauts 2. So, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go stop talking for a few hours. See you guys later.